we've been talking for a couple of years, and every year when we speak, you talk about how you are focusing on product innovation and product mix change towards non-par, so that your VNB margins go up. We're ending the year at 17.6% in VNB margin. How do you see that margin going up from here? And what is the kind of strategy that you will have for non-par? Because you have always said that you want to reach out to the private players who have 20 to 25% VNB margin, and that's a goal ultimately which LIC has. So what is the game plan that you have here?
You see, margin last year 23-24 we gave a 16.8%. So now 80 basis points growth is there, 17.6. And the way current year strategy already we have adopted, initiated work is going on. Further growth will be there, and I am very much confident at least 2-3% growth will be there in the current year margin, VNB margin.
Do you see FY26 you ending with a VNB margin of
around,
20%?
Around that is our objective.
And that would be led with more non-par products coming into play?
Both non-par will be there, of course, non-par will be there.
One of the things which is, coming out is the kind of distribution network that you have been able to put. You have more than 50% people more than 5 years into the play. How is distribution playing a bigger role now, given that you have challenges coming from the regulatory front with respect to ticket size of par policies have to be increased and those things coming into play?
No, it takes actually time, because any change, because that will take time, because our field force they have to adjust. And already that is over. Last 6 months, you see, our field force and some impact on business also is there. But current year, they have adjusted, and ticket size, any change, our agents are well prepared and they will sell good policies.
We saw the biggest disruption in par product because of the surrender value regulations which came in. How did you navigate through that? Because that would be a good learning for industry of how the leader managed a rehaul of the entire product portfolio and relaunching it and coming back.
You see, last 6 months, because regulation came in October, we do not experience any such adverse thing in surrender. And my sense is, because surrender, in any case, surrender is lost to the policyholder. And surrender defeats the purpose of insurance. So even if surrender regulation has changed, first year more surrender value you will get, but you will get still less whatever you have paid. So you are a loser. And over and above, you are losing your risk also. There will be no risk because you are out of contract. So my sense is this regulation will have very, very minimum impact or no impact, because it is actually designed for people who may be under stress, because somebody has taken a policy under some circumstances, but suddenly some family emergency, medical emergency, something happens, he wants to withdraw, he does not have any other source. So he wants to surrender that policy. Earlier that was not there, now that is there. So that category of people will be very, very negligible, very minimal, and unless there is very much urgency, nobody will withdraw policy.
Last 1 year, sir, your exposure to the rural markets have increased with respect to distribution. How do you see product sales or product adaptability in that market, and your entire online digital framework of Ananda which you had launched? How is that expanding?
You see, if you see rural market particularly, I will just mention here, we have launched one Bima Sakhi, Women Empowerment Mahila Career Agent Scheme by Honorable Prime Minister on December 9th last.
Yeah.
And if you see the data, after Bima Sakhi launch, share of female insurance has gone up from 28% to 34% plus. And that is mostly from rural areas. And our objective for rural area, because we want to cover all rural panchayats. Every panchayat we should have at least one Bima Sakhi, so that to achieve the ultimate objective of insurance for all by 2047. What is the vision of Honorable Prime Minister, Government of India? We are working in that direction. So rural focus will be there for LIC.
And what about ULIP, sir? Because
ULIP, you see,
that 166% growth,
yes,
which is a huge miss.
ULIP last quarter, you see, we have shown substantial growth. That will continue, because ULIP investors are different segment. They watch market, they take their own decision, they take their own risk, and that segment is to grow.